Okay, nama saya Yong Le Shen. Saya adalah training counselor untuk kamu pada hari ini lah. Before we start our session, I will introduce counseling rules for you. The first one is confidentiality, which today apa-apa yang kita kongsikan pada hari ini tidak boleh berkongsi kepada orang lain lah, kecuali ada situasi yang kamu harm yourselves or harm others, or you do the thing like illegal or something. Okay. And the second one is the duration of counseling session. Okay, our duration will be 40 minutes until 60 minutes, and 3 sessions to 5 sessions. Depends on your situation and what issue you want to bring to me. Okay, and the third one is about the roles. Okay, as a counselor, I need to listen to you and guide you to solve your problem, and I will be a listener for you lah. Okay. And your role is like you need to share anything about yourselves, about your concerns, and so on for me.
So do I just say my concerns, or do I have to introduce myself?
Okay. We will start with this activity lah. This is all about me. It's a ice-breaking activity.
Alright. Okay.
Yes.
So
To know more about you lah.
Alright.
Yeah. Will you feel comfortable sitting here?
So
Or a little bit hot? Well, a little bit hot?
I'm okay.
Okay, you're okay, huh? Okay.
Do I have to draw?
Yes. And this one is something that represents yourselves. You can draw like flower or animal or something.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you come from?
Selangor.
Oh, Selangor.
Mm.
Okay.
Do I also have to draw this, or can I just write it?
Right.
Okay.
Just write it. This one, no.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Can you have a short sharing with me?
Okay, sure. So, first and foremost, my name is Hermione Cracknell. I do prefer to be called Myung.
Home?
Myung.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, and my birthday is 30th January 2003, which makes me 22 years old. This is me. I'm a swing on the tree next to the beach on the setting sun.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
nice.
Yeah. My favorite color is a bluish gray, so not quite stark blue, but a calm, gentle blue that's on the grayer side. Okay. And my favorite food is spaghetti, especially my mom's spaghetti. She would make a big tongue and it would just be really full. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't really have a favorite candy. I mean, there's ice cream, there's cake, but I don't really have a favorite because I'm leaning more towards like savory stuff, so not quite sweet. My favorite animal is a panther. Whenever I say this, a lot of people think, oh, she wants to be terrifying and scary. No, I like panthers because they usually sleep on trees.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can't really see them on a nighttime, so you're not really bothered, and they just climb onto trees and just hang out there. But they are quite dangerous, so don't poke them.
Oh.
My favorite book is Eon by Alison Goodwin. It's a duology, so it's like a really nice oriental themed book on martial arts. Okay, with a bit of romance, a lot of historical influences, but it's for me it's quite a thick book. Okay, I don't mind thick books, but a lot of people, whenever they see, they're like, oh. And plus it's 2 books, so it's like this thick.
Wow.
Yeah. And my favorite sport is volleyball. Even though I don't do volleyball now, it's still my favorite. The others are like rock climbing, boxing, swimming. I'm quite an active person, so yeah, that's just like the top tier. And then favorite movie is Pride and Prejudice. It's like my comfort movie. Anytime I want to relax, I just put that on, and I know the lines by heart. It's one of my favorite movies. And favorite music is 2000 emo, so like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Green Day. Yeah, 2000s music, emo is probably my favorite. Favorite subject is English, because even in high school, the teachers knew my English was quite advanced, so they just let me write whatever, and I really liked writing. So that's probably why my favorite subject was English. And my favorite place is by the sea. I love being by the sea. And when I want to grow up, it's having my house, okay, next to the sea in the background, and I'm having a psychology conference online.
Oh, psychology conference.
Yeah, because I do want to pursue my psychology until I reach a PhD, okay, in cross-cultural psychology. But I do want my peace and quiet, which is why if I could wish for one thing, it's money and peace, like my house next to the sea. Yeah. And as for my superpower, it'd be probably invisibility. So this is me hiding between the bookshelves. I'm waving, but no one can see me, so no one can disturb my peace.
Oh, so no one can disturb your peace. Okay, how you achieve your inner peace?
Solitude?
Solitude?
I like being alone. I like finding... People say whenever they're alone, they're bored. For me, I find it peaceful. I can be loud, I can be quiet, I can do whatever I want. I think my peace is having the freedom to do whatever I want.
Oh,
yeah.
Your peace is like you can do whatever you want. And you most likely you like to be one person lah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, understandable. Thank you for your interesting sharing today. Okay, and I also see that this is something I struggle with is emotional regulation and patience.
Yes.
What make you struggling in this certain issue?
My emotional regulation is probably due to like I know my emotions fluctuate, especially with external influences. So say, because previously I was in PM, Persatuan Mahasiswa, for the faculty. I would get very frustrated a lot.
Frustrated.
I would not really lash out, but I would be so angry and dendam that I would be so focused on that I cannot shift my emotions to get something productive. I cannot use that sort of frustration and turn it into rage. So say I am sad, I'm depressed, or I feel lonely and down, I can shift that to become rage. I can make it into fuel for me to get something done. But frustration is already so close to rage that I cannot turn it. I cannot visualize my emotions turning into something productive. And because of that, I get even more frustrated. So it gets worse. And sometimes I don't have the patience for people who don't have a wide open view. Orang yang memang tu je, hala tuju. They cannot see other options, they cannot see other opinions, especially other opinions. Orang yang satu hala je. And bila diorang sampai situ je, sebab itu je lah hidup diorang. Dia tak boleh nak bayangkan hidup orang lain. Yang tu I don't like because it shows lack of empathy, lack of intelligence, and lack of understanding and tolerance for other people. And for me, it already shows that to them, they might not be selfish, but they are already showing those signs of selfishness. And I already know where their priorities are. So I get so frustrated because I know whenever I'm dealing with them, their aim is somewhere else towards mine. Their aim is for themselves. My aim is usually for other students. Yeah, especially in PM. And paperwork. I don't like paperwork.
You don't like paperwork lah.
Buat KK tu. Yeah.
So I can conclude with your conversation just now. Okay. You say that people that don't have hala tuju lah, make you feel frustration because they macam hanya care about mereka sendiri sahaja dan tanpa care about orang lain. Kamu jenis orang yang akan care about the another persons and always macam planning to help them macam tu. So when you see that person like okay always care about herself and macam tak buat apa-apa pun dalam people work,
dia orang buat kerja tapi aim dia orang long term akan untuk dia orang diri sendiri juga. So and dia orang ada hala tuju, but hala tuju tu tak boleh nak bayangkan hala tuju orang lain.
Tak boleh bayangkan.
So bila dia nampak orang lain yang hidupnya berbeza, yang latar belakang berbeza, dia tak boleh nak macam bukannya kata tak boleh berkawan, tapi tak boleh nak fahamkan orang tu sampai judge orang lain tu.
Atau mereka akan ada judgement terhadap orang yang berbeza sama dia. Sebagai contoh, kalau kawan itu mungkin tidak capable as mereka, so mereka akan ada judgement dekat dia lah.
Yeah, it's capability, latar belakang keluarga, all that. Like kalau dia orang cakap like, oh I have a supportive family, lepas tu orang lain tu cakap I don't have a supportive family, dia macam of course you have a supportive family.
They will speak like this.
It's like I cannot, dia orang pernah admit kepada saya, I cannot imagine people not having a supportive family. For me, I boleh bayangkan sebab ada waktu yang my family not supportive. I'm not saying that my family isn't supportive. I wouldn't be here without my family. But I know how it can feel. So I can empathize with that person. I am able to have empathy. Tapi this person yang tak boleh nak bayangkan, I don't know if they're even capable of sympathy. sympathy pun saya tak tahu kalau diorang boleh bayangkan kan. Kadang-kadang bila diorang nak cakap sympathy tu dia macam patronizing.
Oh.
So I don't like that type of people, and I've met a lot of people like that in my life. Ada je orang yang memang hidupnya kaya raya, hidupnya memang selesa, tapi dia boleh juga fahamkan situasi orang lain. Itu okey. Tapi yang orang macam ni tak boleh nak buka minda dia untuk bayangkan orang lain punya hal, tu susah.
I think your feeling is normal lah. As in psychology, the most important personality is like always active listening and also empathy to someone that's different with us.
Yeah.
Because we must know everyone got different personality and different background. Yeah.
So it's also frustrating that this person is also in psychology. So, so I do risau lah sikit.
Also, is your coursemate lah?
Coursemate also, yes.
Ada assignment sama dia kah?
No, I make sure. No. I personally, like for statistics this semester also, I'm doing my group assignment alone.
Oh, do assignment alone?
I do it alone. I'm already like halfway through. I have no problem, doing group assignments alone. Okay, but whenever I have to do group assignments, I'm very selective with my group mates.
Yes.
Because last semester, ada dah kena. I trusted my group mates to do the report because I was doing another part of the report. I baca balik, diorang tak reference betul, diorang tak guna APA format yang betul. And I'm thinking, how the hell did they get into university tanpa tahu benda ni? Tapi aku macam, okay, tak apa, faham. Okay, so I betulkan satu report 7 muka surat itu sendiri 1 jam sebelum submission.
1 jam sebelum submission?
Sebab I dah macam, okay, it's okay, I just trust them. And then, aku macam, okay, tak apa, korang fokus pada presentation. Okay, so semua orang shift kepada presentation. I tengok presentation, ini HRD. Diorang buat slide dengan teddy bear, dengan magic wand, warna pink ni bagai tak professional langsung. And then bila diorang nak buat point tu, diorang tak buat point. Diorang copy and paste perenggan daripada report tu masuk dalam slide tu.
Apa yang kamu buat after kamu realize that the presentation slide is macam ini?
I kata kepada orang yang I trust dalam group tu, how can this happen? Okay, and orang tu cakap, I don't know, I just got online because I had a family problem. Yang tu aku boleh faham. Okay, so I cakap, can you help me now? And she's like, yeah, what do you need? And then dia tengok slide tu, dia macam, Masya Allah. Ya, dia macam, wow. So kita orang berdua 40 minutes before the presentation, before the submission, kita betulkan semua, letak mind maps, buat dia dalam bentuk point. Format tu yang pink teddy bear semua tu tak boleh nak help dah.
Okay.
My individual assignment for HRD 20 out of 20. My group out of 30 points 19. Oh. So group assignment I dah trauma. I dah tak boleh.
So you have trust issue with your group member also?
No, it's just I realized that my expectations for myself do not meet the same expectations for other people.
Yes.
And I forget to remind myself of that. And yang I paling takut bukan diorang let me down, I suddenly lash out. I tak nak benda tu yang saya naik angin marah tu berlaku. So lebih baik saya duduk seorang, duduk diam.
Duduk seorang, duduk diam.
Yeah, I don't mind other people letting me down, but bila ada consequence macam ni, yang kurang markah, yang kurang GPA tu, memang saya akan naik angin. Saya tahu later down the line boleh betulkan balik. But dalam masa tu saya tak nak tiba-tiba marah. Sebab saya tahu marah saya tu susah nak terkawal.
Betul. Saya boleh faham lah feeling kamu. As jika saya menghadapi masalah yang macam ini, saya juga akan naik angin. Ya, betul lah. Kalau ada satu group member yang report APA format pun tak tahu nak buat langsung,
itu sangat susah.
Ya. Jadi pada masa sekarang kamu sentiasa buat assignment sendiri lah.
Not always. terpaksa juga kena buat group assignment. For the TNA, kita orang punya training needs and assessment tu, that course, first doktor cakap okay boleh buat seorang. I dah setengah jalan, okay, dah report tu dah 3-4 muka surat dah siap, survey tu dah siap, okay, tinggal distribute je. Next morning doktor cakap Hermione masuk group tu.
Hermione masuk.
So I dah masuk ni group, most of them seniors. So dia orang dah tahu dah macam mana nak buat tu. So I rasa selesa. Tapi bila dia orang nampak kerja aku, dia macam dah nak siap ni, kita orang nak buat apa? So dia orang kata okay, kita orang siapkan the rest, kamu duduk diam. So saya duduk diam je dah. Yeah, so I did like 7 people's worth of work in like a week. So I tak ada masalah buat kerja group work, tak ada masalah langsung.
Betul. Jadi mereka pun boleh menerima lah cara membuat kamu.
Cara saya buat kerja pun dia orang boleh terima. Only recently ada masalah sikit because my health. Macam pagi tadi I couldn't get out of bed because of the pain. Yes, I have a migraine. Doctors say it might be chronic migraine. Could be something else. Doctor nak cuba order CT scan. But yeah, so far not good. But I couldn't get up this morning and I had to miss the class this morning. Yeah, I think I gave an explanation to my classmates at the time. So yeah.
Okay, migraine is what type of disorder?
Migraine is like a very severe headache. Okay, so like headache is just like a pain in your head, but a migraine can affect vision, can affect movements. It's severe pain that it's more debilitating. So macam sampai tak boleh nak bergerak.
Tak dapat nak bergerak.
Dia boleh macam tu. Ada banyak jenis migraine lah.
Adakah sekarang baik sikit?
Saya makan ubat.
Nak makan ubat lah.
Yes, kadang-kadang ubat tu ada efeknya, ada tak. Dia ikut.
But I can tell you, get well soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Okay. And I also curious about what make you come to my counseling section and what goal you want to achieve in my counseling section.
I put in the form to overcome burnout.
Overcome burnout.
Recently, I have had trouble getting back into my creative writing. I've loved writing so much. And only recently I found myself struggling to actually sit down and even write one page. I used to be able to write like 17, 20 pages.
Wow.
And now I just can't even manage a paragraph. And it's really upsetting for me. And I do wonder whether or not it's like my work, whether it's like my education, whether I letak dulu ke tepi sebab saya nak fokus assignment, tapi tak juga. Because I have a lot of free time, so saya tahu saya buat assignment tu dengan baik. So I don't know kalau emotional capacity saya yang tak mampu, kalau disebabkan my kesihatan pun down, saya pun rasa down. I'm not sure apa yang menyebabkan burnout saya.
Apa yang menyebabkan burnout kamu? Okay, do you ever think that the burnout maybe come from your health situations?
I don't think that, but it's my health has like gradually gotten worse, but my burnout stays the same. It's like bila saya retire from PM, I think around about the same time I retire from PM dah start. Bila dah sampai sini, saya punya kesihatan adalah sini sana sikit-sikit, okay, but it's not that bad. But bila I retire from PM, I dah nampak dah I tak boleh nak sit down and write my poetry, tak boleh sit down and selesaikan website saya untuk my creative writing. So I want to say that it's my health only, but ada banyak lagi elemen I think yang menyebabkan burnout saya.
Betul. And tadi kamu mention kan kamu ada buat creative writing. Okay, you part-time job as a writer kah?
No, my part-time job is bakery dekat Pufflet.
Bakery dekat Comfort.
Pufflet.
Pufflet. And then you write down this creative writing And do you submit this writing to the macam company ke ataupun
I
apa?
recently ada buat ni bukan creative writing, ni academic writing punya essay competition dekat Singapore. I dah hantar, okay, sebagai perwakilan student UNIMAS. But itu pun macam dah siap, okay, and then no more writing. So sebenarnya my writing is for me. It's just like my poetry for me. I don't submit it anywhere. I know if I submit it at the deadline and then I feel pressure and I feel like tak nak lah, lagilah saya procrastinate. That's me back then. Now I still don't know why ada burnout lagi.
Oh, faham. Jadi writing ini adalah your self-care activity lah.
Yes.
As your hobby and
Yes.
you can do on your free time.
Yes.
Oh.
Tapi even with my free time, I still don't do so.
So if your free time lah, you don't write writing, and what you do?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I do have a lot of free time. I look at my schedule and I see, okay, it's my schedule ada free time. Ada waktu for me to do what I have to do, macam my assignments, macam my revision. I still have free time. Why am I not writing? Why am I not releasing my emotions macam before? Like, even throughout my first and second semester, I was posting my fan fictions. Also, yeah, I read a lot of fan fictions, and now nothing. I could write like 3,000 words in a class while still writing down notes, while still asking questions, and now nothing. It's very upsetting for me.
Yeah, you mentioned that you think like you're doing nothing, and this make you feel upsetting. And will you give yourself high expectation?
Not really high expectations. I feel like the only expectation is I sit down and write and feel happy.
Yeah.
But I cannot achieve my happiness without writing. I
Yes.
sit down, but I do nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like blank.
Blank lah.
Yeah. Kadang-kadang I sampai buka the document, tangan, but nothing. Nothing.
Don't have inspiration kah?
Inspiration ada, but it's like usahanya tak ada.
Oh, usahanya tak ada.
Yeah, like fikirannya ada, nak bergerak jari tu tiba-tiba macam tak tahu, dia stuck.
Oh, stuck. Oh, adakah kerana kamu terlalu letih?
Maybe. I mean, tengok assignment I pun okay je sebenarnya. Banyak orang cakap yang year 2 ni bagi psychology students the worst. Year 3 pun dengan FYP pun you tak stress macam ni. I dengar from my seniors, they all said the same thing. Sem 1 bad, Sem 2 the worst.
Yes.
Yeah, so for year 2 psychology students memang teruk lah this year. But for me, assignment wise, okay lagi.
Okay lah.
For me, then I have my part-time job. I only work like 2 days a week, sometimes 3.
Oh, 2 days a week.
Yeah, so like Thursday and Saturday. That's it.
What time to what time?
So I always take the morning shift because I don't like the afternoon shift and the closing shift. So now from like Thursday 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
Yep. And then Saturday 9 to 3.
9 to 3.
Yeah. So I don't work that often. Sometimes on Sundays I work from 8 to 2.
Oh.
So another 6 hours. But it's not that bad because in the afternoon I'll do my laundry, I'll do my meal preps. I'm fine.
Yes.
So I do have the time. Letih tu, I do feel letih. I don't know letih from what.
Oh. Maybe you think you are fine in your heart, but your body already give you some warning that I am already so tired.
That's one of my fears, is that mentally I'm prepared to do whatever, but my body, because of my health that I'm not aware of, so I don't have a concrete diagnosis, it's already showing the effects. It's I'm very scared of that, to be honest. I dah takut yang efeknya dah ada, but I don't know the cause. Even the doctor doesn't know the cause right now. Earlier last year, I also had a biopsy, okay, a surgery, okay, because diorang suspect I have breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Yeah, so diorang remove the lump. Diorang cakap benign, not active, okay, and it's not cancer. So, but bila diorang buat scan lagi, diorang nampak ada benda baru. Not just this side, now this side also. So doctors are not confident. So next year, awal January, ada lagi satu scan to just make sure. But sekarang ada benda ni dekat otak, and diorang pun macam tak tahu nak cakap apa. So I do need a CT scan now. So and my parents are not happy yang I duduk sangat jauh.
Because far away from them.
Yeah, diorang tak boleh nak observe saya. Diorang mampu je nak buat apa-apa yang perlu for me, but diorang susah sebab diorang duduk jauh. Kalau nak scan, diorang nak bersama saya. Kalau ada operation, diorang pun nak bersama saya. Like during my operation waktu tu, my dad was also having an operation.
Yes.
So it was very very hard lah. And if, for example, if I duduk Selangor, we could have gone to the hospital at the same time. We could have been in the hospital on the same day, okay, and had the operation together, right? Okay, and at least my mom and dad would be okay seeing me in the hospital, even though my dad's in the hospital also. But being so far away, I go alone.
You go alone.
I go to SGH alone.
Will you feel lonely?
No, I didn't feel lonely. I was okay. My parents were the ones worried. And then after the surgery, I also come back alone. And they were like, "Ayah, udah ni."
I also worry about you. But you quite a person that optimize on.
Just okay.
Okay. That's fine. But your main concern is about the burnout lah.
Yeah, burnout. I'm worried that you mentioned, which is something I did think about. I just didn't want to acknowledge. My body is already tired, but my brain is okay.
Yeah.
So my emotionally, I can do it, but my body dah tak mampu, and I'm very scared yang I dah tak mampu. Yeah, because before this I was boxing, I was swimming, I was doing volleyball.
Yeah, you mentioned just now you are a quite active person and also like exercise around.
Yeah. Only recently my boxing gloves and my mouth guard dah sampai. And this week, because Tuesday, big scare actually. Tuesday I was feeling bad in the morning. I fell in the bathroom, but I jatuh dekat panas, and then I still go to class, and then I was like, okay, I kena makan ubat because the pain was going away, so I makan ubat. And then tengah hari selepas not really makan, it's like a light lunch lah, okay. I makan dalam kelas for breakfast. I didn't have anything for lunch because I know akan muntah, but I still muntah during my second class. So in the middle of my second class, I bagi tahu my lecturer, Miss Chong, doctor, I need to go to Prima. I go to Prima, I bagi tahu the doctor everything, and the doctor is like, why you go to class? You already know you jatuh tandas. Kenapa you pergi? And then he's like, you mesti budak yang degil. And to be honest, I get this mentality from my dad. I get that. Even though you sakit apa pun, at least try. And the doctor's like, no, don't try. This entire week, jangan buat apa-apa. You duduk dalam bilik itu, you rehat.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, I felt like shit. Because I couldn't do anything.
You feel entry when you cannot do anything.
Yeah. Even the doctor even advised, no laptop screen, no telephone, no tablet. You just rest. You sleep however long. You do whatever. You just don't do anything.
Yeah.
And my tangan nak gerak. I couldn't even read my book. I couldn't even write because it would be straining my eyes. And I was like, late there.
But if you think positively lah,
It's better for my health, sure, but mentally no. I felt like I was so useless. Thursday datang, my boxing class is Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday datang, I kena bagi tahu coach, I cannot make it again. And I had to explain why. Hopefully this coming Tuesday I go. Okay, I go, I make an appearance. If I have to stop early, as long as I go, I try. If I feel a little bit ill, I stop early.
yeah.
The doctor said resume as normal. That's the goal. So even Wednesday, I try and meet up with my friend for swimming again. Cause Wednesday also I janji my friend to go swimming, and I tak dapat buat because the doctor said no. So yeah.
Yeah, so you feel sad about that.
And luckily today, even though I missed one class, I feel really bad about that. The second class was online, so I was able to just siapkan my assignment that was due today, and then hantar my assignment and done.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for you also lah. You keep moving and not give up.
yeah, my dad wants me to give up sometimes. He's like, sometimes it's okay to take a break.
Yes.
But he's the one who I watched growing up. He never took a break. His behavior, I realized I copy his behavior a lot. His mentality, unfortunately, I am my father's daughter. Panas baran macam dia. Aktif macam dia. Geram macam dia. Frustration pun macam dia. Kalau dia tak boleh pun duduk diam, langsung dia akan selalu buat something. Walaupun dia sakit pun dia akan buat something. And then dia berani cakap kepada anak dia, jangan buat apa-apa, relax. Yeah.
Less. I think that for my opinion lah, less does not mean that you are an unuseful person or something. Rest maybe can take you quality less lah, can macam lebih berguna lah dalam your future for your health condition and something, and you even can do your thing that you like in future.
It is the goal, but yeah, I'm still scared that my family doesn't have a good health history. My mom has got 2 brothers that died early because of cancer. My mom is starting to worry that her genetics might pass down to me. So that's her fear right now. She hasn't said it, but I know that's what she's thinking. My father also had a lot of bad genetics on his side. Thankfully, my brother seems very normal. He got a lot of the good genetics. He doesn't need glasses. He's very tall. He's very fit. Okay, he's got a good metabolism. He hasn't shown any health signs that are worrying. I mean, broken bones, that's fine. His arm was in a cast because of an ice skating accident. He had some knee problems, but again, he recovered. But for me, throughout my childhood, I was very healthy. No broken bones, very rarely any injuries. Okay, but then suddenly once I graduated high school, I started to have problems with my head, nosebleeds. Then I had that really bad period pain, which caused me to have the blood check, and then the blood check was like, something's missing, something's wrong. So that's why I started my whole health journey. And now, because kat Malaysia, we go government memang panjang punya tunggu, faham lah. So it's like, I selalu tunggu what's happening, what's going on, when can I know, and all that. So,
So you cannot do anything when you're waiting for
results. Yeah.
What you feel when you realize that your body has something missing?
Honestly, scared. In all honesty, it's kind of ironic. Growing up, I didn't think I'd make it past 18 years old. I had, not to say suicidal tendencies, but I had attempted suicide 3 times in my life. And as I got older, I started to find my will to live. I found my purpose. And then suddenly, these health scares come, kind of find it. Yeah, so it's very annoying, one thing, very unfair, but there's not much I can do, and I kind of feel hopeless. Are you okay?
So sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna be okay, I hope. But I just find it very, very annoying, that's all.
I think you will be okay. We will get well soon.
Yeah, thank you. But if you see me collapse on the floor, just call the doctor or kick me. It's okay.
I will help you.
Thank you.
If you need my assistance, you can feel free to tell me.
I need tissue. I've got tissue.
Because I cried in front, crying.
It's okay. I think I'm most worried about my family. My family is the one who's listening to all my problems also. They hear that they can't do much also. It's not only about the fear, but it's also like the helplessness. They can only do so much. And it was to the point that my mom and dad were like considering going private. I know they can't afford private. So it's like, just wait. Let's just wait. And my dad's like, what if it's too late? And he regretted saying that. He really regretted saying that.
Do your family seek someone for help, like governments or?
That will go. The thing is, I stick with the government hospitals because it's cheaper. Okay, but no, I don't have insurance.
So insurance.
Yeah, because insurance is really expensive. And my brother is working, but he has like a retail pay job, so not much. And both of my parents are retired. Okay, I don't want my parents to touch their retirement funds for me. I know they will. Okay, because they're my parents.
Yes.
But I don't want them to, because what if it is the worst case scenario, and then they wasted all that money and they can't do anything, and all that money now is going to, in this bad scenario, a dead child. Okay, now they have nothing for themselves. I at least want them to have something. If I do die, they at least still have their money. Okay, if they want to give it to Harry, okay. I just don't see the point in them spending on me.
But if I am the parents of you,
I know. Yeah.
I cannot just keep you die.
Yeah.
I cannot. Whatever I lost my entire money, I will save you.
Yeah. I know. That's why first wait. Just wait first. But the doctor should ring me soon. If he doesn't, then and I have to go back to the clinic again because of another episode, then my parents will be like, okay, let's make the decision to go private. So
Yes.
yeah, and it won't be like SGH, even though SGH was on my records because of my breast scan and everything. The funny thing was they couldn't do it, had to be a surgery because the previous procedure, which was fine needle, so they just masukkan needle, cuba tarikkan keluar, tak dapat sampel.
Tak dapat sampel.
5 kali diorang cuba, diorang cucuk, tapi
Sakit tak?
diorang tak guna anesthesia, diorang guna like numbing spray. You rasa juga. But it's like I boleh tahan. My pain tolerance is quite high. But it was really funny because like the nurses is like, "Haiya, kenapa lah?" And then they tell me to go to radiology, kita buat fine needle sambil buat scan. Okay, supaya ada at least ada assistant, and then the radiology bagi tahu dah cukup besar, you want to do like this kenapa, just tarik je keluar. So the doctor was like back and forth, so akhirnya jadilah biopsi.
Oh, lucky lah.
Yeah. So at least benda tu dah buang, but now the new thing sampai and they're like, "Alah, budak ni." Yeah.
Yeah, jadi mereka semua care about you lah. So you have a quite strong support system in your life.
Yeah. I am very thankful for that. I do regret worrying my parents. I wish I had a healthier body, but so that I wouldn't worry my parents. But at least I'm doing the best that I can, because this was my first choice. Unimas was my first choice. I wanted to come here. I wanted to study here. I do not want to transfer. I don't want to transfer to UKM or any sort of UM. Even if I get an offer from UM, I'm turning it down. I don't want to go to UM.
What made you choose UMass as your first choice?
Sarawak.
Sarawak.
I like the infrastructure of the government, first of all. Second of all, pokok.
Pokok.
I love the pokok. I love the forest. I love how Sarawak is so set on making sure that the ecosystem is saved. I love that, the sustainability. You pergi KL, berapa banyak bangunan? Tu terlalu banyak konkrit. I tak suka.
Oh.
Yeah.
You like nature lah.
Yeah.
So you will keep macam pergi exercise lah, pergi hiking lah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I dah dapat not really. I went to the Santubong to clean up the beaches. It was a really nice beach. Yeah.
Saya pun pernah pergi Santubong
Really?
1 kali.
Which part? Did you naik the mountain?
Ada naik.
Oh
Dia
wow.
quite difficult.
Yeah.
Dia kena sentiasa guna kaki dengan tangan untuk crying out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I want to cuba daki one time, but I heard it's like the hardest trails. And then hari tu I pergi Gunung Serapi. I pergi Gunung Serapi, and even then I was like, yeah. I was like, after that, because you naik and then turun, no help at all. My kaki dah like a cramp. The next day tak boleh jalan. Nasib baik we go on the Saturday. The Sunday I recover. I pergi siap tanya my kawan yang selalu marathon. Oi, bagi tips sikit, aku tak boleh nak gerak kaki.
Gunung Serapi pun susah juga kerana dia guna jalan raya.
Oh really?
Ya, dia jalan raya.
Oh.
Lagi dia macam tinggi juga lah. Dia macam gunung yang paling tinggi dalam Sarawak. Tapi Santubong yang paling susah. Dan dia yang paling tinggi.
Oh my god, patutlah.
Saya pernah pergi both lah.
Okay. So, how long did it take for you to get to Santubong?
Around one day. Macam saya dari pukul 7 pagi sampai ke 5 petang baru saya pergi bawah. Sampai bawah. Even the security call me. Sudahkah kamu turun? Ya, kerana saya lambat.
I see.
Ya, saya takut jatuh actually.
I see. Faham? Okay, I will try one time. That's it.
Yes. I hope you can try it lah. This is quite a good experience for me. Maybe we can go together.
Okay.
Hey.
At least I have a guide. Someone with experience.
Guy.
But you're already in your 4th year, what?
But can lah. At this semester.
I'll try. Do I need to prepare? I need to prepare a lot of things.
You need to prepare like energy bar. Like the spray that keep your muscle.
We did not have that.
Yes.
Our senior yang naik dengan kita, I memang benci dia. I have a little crush on him, but I still benci dia. Because waktu tu dia naik turun untuk selalu awasi kita orang semua. Okay? Siap pakai bag yang med kit semua yang dalam tu. I nampak dia, and then dia lalu saya. I pergi satu hal aja. And aku cakap, kenapa lah budak ni tak boleh duduk diam. Dia naik turun.
Dia naik turun untuk tengok kamu lah.
Yeah, I know, but still geram. He was in really good shape. Yeah.
Yes. I know your feeling actually. Okay. In the first session, we aim to build rapport lah. And then in our second session, I will do some intervention with you. Okay. So this is all of our first section. Do you have anything want to share to me?
No, I think I covered all the bases of like my introduction. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I think I also know more about you. And for me, you are a quite active person and optimized person, and you never give up. Although you have something macam challenging you, tapi kamu still macam love everything surrounding you.
Yeah.
Like nature, like people.
A lot of people, here's the thing. People first think of me as an extrovert. I'm not. I'm an introvert.
So you are an introvert person.
Yes, hugely introvert. But I can still socialize with people very well. I still love humanity.
Yes.
People think like they hear my opinions and they think, wow, she's quite pessimistic. But no, I still love humanity.
Yes, I easy to communicate with you. And yes lah, I hope you can learn something from my counseling section also.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for today.
Thank you for today as well.
Thank you for today. See you next time.
Okay, when will be next time?
Maybe next Friday also.
Next Friday also?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See you next Friday.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you for the stream.